What's going on, YouTube? We're here plugging in the J2534 Flash Elite module in for the first time. It's being paired up with the Autel MaxiCom MK908 Pro. This thing is brand new from 2019. It has everything is high-end, the processor, the camera, the memory. It's up to 64 gigs now, 2 gigs RAM, 64 gigs ROM. And it comes with all the functionality of the Elite with better hardware for the most part. I know the Elite comes with a USB 3.0 port, but I mean, for car diagnostics, you don't really need ultra-fast data transfer, so I felt like a better processor and the better doesn't have a better screen. The Elite has a 2000 something 2050 by like 1538 or something like that, so it's a really high resolution, but they call that a Retina display for some reason. This is an Android system. They call it a Retina display, which is from Apple, so, you know, go figure. But anyway, both of these, the Elite and the MK908P, come with Retina displays, supposedly Retina, whatever it means to Autel. But this one's only by 1980 by 1200, so it's a slightly less resolution. And this screen is crisp. You are not going to be missing any resolution on this display. Plus, the Elite is a 9.7 inch, and this is the newer 10.1 inch. So that was another thing. I went for the larger screen. I love a large screen. I don't care what it's on, and this was just the way to go. Also, the Elite is a quad-core processor. This thing is a HexaCore. This has 6 cores to the Elite's 4. And I actually called Elite up, and I asked them, I'm like, what's going on with the MK? Why is it better in pretty much every way than the Elite? And you guys are telling us that the Elite is the top-of-the-line unit from Autel. And I asked if the Elite was going to get updated at some point soon, because, you know, that might affect my decision on buying the MaxiCom. So they said no. They said, we're not planning on updating it. I guess it's, you know, everything they need. But, you know, this thing just felt more right to me. The other thing that I wanted to mention is these side, I don't know if you guys can see them, the side grips. I mean, it looks like it's quilted in there. It feels really nice in your hand. And the Elite hand grips on the sides, they just feel goofy. I mean, they look goofy. I don't know. It just wasn't for me. This thing made way more sense to me than the Elite, personally. They do the same thing. I couldn't wrap my head around that for a while, and finally I just gave in, and I don't understand why you have so many models that do the exact same thing. So one thing to mention about the MaxiCom, this is, by the way, it says MK908 on the front, and there is an MK908, but there's also a MK908 Pro, which is the one that comes with the J2534 ECU programming device. But when you look on the back, yeah, we're going to have to get rid of that serial number. You can see the MaxiCom MK908 Pro. So really, the easy way to tell is the Pro comes with the programming device from the Elite, which actually I believe this one is the upgraded smaller version. I mean, this thing is kind of petite. It went on a diet and lost some weight, from what I understand. So the only thing to mention about the Elite is that it comes with 2 years worth of updates, which is a big deal since the updates are like $1,000 per year. So, you know, you can get it for a couple hundred less, couple hundred more, but either way, it's pretty pricey, especially if you don't run a shop, if this is just a hobby for you. This comes with 1 year of updates. So that's kind of a big deal to, consider when making the purchase. So we're in a 2010 Lincoln Navigator L, the stretched version. It's like a school bus in here. And we're getting ready to plug this MK908P. Well, we're getting ready to plug in the MaxiFlash Elite into the OBD. So we just heard that sound coming from the J2534. It says it's got power. Now we've got green on the power. Something maybe should happen with this car light. Is it not connecting? What's going on here? Did not really read the instructions before I came to play with this thing, so let's see what it do. Oh, what was that? There we go. Does that mean something? Got a little blue, couple arrow lines going every which way. So, no idea what's happening. Let's see what we've got here. Diagnostics. Okay. Press that VIN button. Auto detect. Let's see what we've got here. Hey, it's doing something. Check that out. Okay. So it was just working this entire time and we just didn't know it. So I assume it has 11 modules because we're at 8 out of 11. Let's see if I'm right. By the way, another good point here, while we have you here, is see how that Chrysler logo in behind the scan VIN thing is all like nice and original from the actual car, and the Dodge, Ford, Jeep, all of those look like crap. You have to do that. The way it comes is the crappy icons, and then you gotta go in and actually update all the logos one by one to be updated and look like the original, like the actual car does. And believe me, it's worth it, because it just changes the way the whole screen looks when you pull up. I mean, with those goofy labels, it kind of feels like a crappy Chinese knockoff tool, but when you got the nice logos on the screen, I mean, this thing is expensive, so you gotta figure make it as nice as you possibly can. I mean, I love this thing. I just got it today. I love it. It's awesome. It feels like really high quality in your hand, like when you think of 10.8 10.1 inch screen, you think like, okay, so my Android tablet is like that. But then when you get it, it's like, whoa, this thing is thick and heavy. By the way, for those of you who don't know, the kit that this thing is a part of, with all of the like connectors and all of the little, doohickeys that connect to every little OBD and OBD1 and 2 and programming and all of that stuff, that kit that it comes with this tool's like pretty heavy on its own, but the kit itself is like 22-23 pounds. This thing is big. I mean, it's intrusive, like big. Like, how is this so huge, this whole case that everything comes with? Anyway, I digress. Let's see. Could this be because I did not turn the ignition to the on position? Let's go ahead and try that now. Okay. Let's try that again. For you say, okay. Sorry about that. Accept. Oh, by the way, that little VCI right there lit up green when it connected to the J2534 box, the J box. And apparently I have a check mark next to the car, which I guess means it's connected. So now we have a VIN number on the screen. Read, no. Let's go with OK. Let's try VIN information decoding here. By the way, quick tip, something that I learned from Navigator L, something that I learned from just some very, I don't even remember what page I was on where I learned this, but finally I figured it out. If you guys are not sure, like the lower system, like the MaxiSys MS908S or SP, I mean, you got the S that comes with the VCI Bluetooth adapter. Okay, so that thing is Bluetooth, but it doesn't program. And I was wondering, okay, so the upgraded tool comes with the programming J-Box, but what do I do about the Bluetooth? You know, I didn't know this thing was Bluetooth connected to the tablet. And just to let you guys know, it is. That wouldn't make any sense if you had to buy a Pro and not get Bluetooth functionality. But this MaxiFlash box is Bluetooth. So it's super convenient when you can plug it in and just leave it in the car and walk away with the tablet, go wherever you want, and it's connected. That's what I loved about the Bluetooth adapter with the lower model. But I found out that it's actually the J-Box is also Bluetooth. So that's a huge bonus. I mean, at least to me, I love the fact that I can just walk away from the car and I'm still connected. The screen on this thing, believe it or not, I mean, it's Android based, but it is super responsive. Like, you barely touch it and it almost feels the wind and reacts. It's fantastic. It's really a high quality tool. Unbelievable to me. I mean, I know Autel makes some good products as far as functionality, but this is, you know, beyond beyond my expectations, at least. So now it's saying, is the vehicle equipped with a factory installed navigation? Yes, it is. So we're going to go ahead and say equipped. System data loading. I'm a little bit excited that I got this thing. I have no idea what it's capable of. I mean, I know it's capable of pretty much everything, but what specifically, I have no idea. This is the first time I plugged it into my the Navi, and what the hey? Check engine. What? I hope that's because this system is plugged in. That wasn't there before. But hey, I got the tool to try to figure it out. Why is this taking so long? So, 6 processors, huh? One more point I want to make about this tablet. It is Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. And the Wi-Fi was a fantastic thing. I was wondering if it connects only to the house, but my phone through Verizon has the hotspot feature, so I can turn the internet on from my phone and share it with the tablet. So just so you are all aware, the hotspot from the phone works with the Wi-Fi on the tablet. So if you look here in the corner, you got the full Wi-Fi signal, and that signal is coming off of my cell. So if you're out in the field working, you can still use this tablet online through your phone's mobile hotspot. That's huge. I don't know about you guys, but as far as like me and practicality, I don't have to buy a separate hotspot to use internet. It comes from my phone, and it's easy and convenient and fantastic. So, we scanned the Navi. This is what it came up with. There's 5 things. Let's go ahead and start. Diagnosis. Auto scan. I don't know if this is going to take some time or what. Let's just go ahead and see. Powertrain control module. Oh, we're going to get to the bottom of this. I just really hope it's not gonna go too far to the bottom. Oh my god. Instrument cluster 10 faults? What is happening right now? I think my car's about to blow up. I did not know it was this bad. Driver seat module 4 faults. Oh my goodness. So, on a bright note, this does not take that long, and there's a percentage on top I see, which is nice. Also, another cool thing is this thing shows you the voltage of the car. So I've seen some videos of guys hooking up their snap-on tool, which was like a hell of a lot more expensive than this thing, and they had to hook up another snap-on tool to monitor the car's battery level. Autel? Boom. Snap-on? Seriously? You couldn't get a little display that shows the battery voltage? Are you kidding? You guys really dropped the ball on that one. I don't know what you were thinking. Anyway, so this is finished. Let's go ahead and take a look. So this is the powertrain control module. I thought I pressed something. I guess you gotta press the arrow. Let's see what we have here. Read codes. What do you got? Key on, engine off, on demand self-test. What? Key on and what? Retrieve continuous memory diagnostic trouble codes. What? Oh man. Oh, I had a remote start advanced system installed in this truck by apparently some hacks. I don't know if they know what they're doing. I mean, they have a shop, an actual shop where they do like alarms and tints and all of that good stuff, and it's in an affluent neighborhood, so you kind of expect, because like, you know, people got high standards and stuff, you know. So now I was way off on that. I mean, it seems like they did not do such a great job, and unfortunately I, you know, got the high-end everything, like top of the line everything, and then you got these hacks install it, and like everything's just a waste, basically. I mean, it works kind of sometimes, enough for us to get by, but not enough to where I'd be happy with the service. Where has service gone these days? Where is the service? Like, did it move out and, you know, leave us forever? Anyway, what the hell is this? Fuel level sensor A circuit. Range performance. There's a snowflake here, so we got a little frozen action going on. There's some Elsa stuff right here. What does that mean? Fuel system status. Engine off, load. See what I mean about the screen? I mean, this thing, I'm barely touching the screen. My finger's like floating across it. And I didn't take the screen protector off. Just, you know, I don't want to mess it up. But this thing is super responsive. Okay, so I guess there's an escape button on the screen. And there's a back button right here. Back, home. Files, like the rows of files that you can close or switch between files. It's an Android system, so internet, camera, screen, sound, brightness and sound adjust, the diagnosis screen, the VCI, which is this guy right here, the car, which is what we're sitting in, and that I have not pressed yet. Should we press it right now? Leave it in the comments below if you think I should press. I'm just kidding. That's some stupid stuff people do. What was that? Okay, so nothing happened. Okay, we'll figure that out later. So let's go back. see what else we got here. Fuel level sensor A circuit range performance. What is it? Search? What does search mean? What? Did this thing just pop open the internet and show me what this code? Oh my god. That was sick. I did not expect that. Okay. So there you have it. I'm not really in a troubleshooting mode right now. I'm just kind of playing around with the new toy, so I don't even want to really dive into this. Fuel level sensor, I mean, we'll see what that's all about at a later time. And you just press back, and you're back in the diagnostics thing. Whoa. Alright. Man, this thing's pretty fast. The vehicle must be prepared for self-test. Instructions: do not activate vehicle switches during test. What switches? Like any and all? Ensure the following initial conditions are met. Vehicle's not moving. The transmission range selector lever should be in park. Ensure the parking brake. Parking brake? What? Alright. Parking brake is on. Boom. Okay. Vehicle must be prepared for self-test. Okay. So, what does it do? Got a little blinking action going on over there. The blue light is on. I just heard the fan turn on, I think. Why is it doing that? Am I about to brick my car? You know, I know this thing is powerful and does a bunch of stuff, but I don't really know what it's doing right now, and this is gonna be interesting. Learning curve, right? So, daughter's gotta go to school tomorrow morning, so let's see what's happening here. I don't... Oh, a 4x2 just kicked on. I mean, it was already in 4x2, but... What's it do? Oh, hello. So, air conditioning demand out of self-test range? What? What is that? Service manual. Okay, that's new. So check that out. Service manual. Failure 00, no additional failure type information. Okay. That is not helpful at all, but that's interesting though. That it told us about that. Okay. What's this? Again, freeze frame now appeared and service manual. Let's see what service manual is. No additional nothing, and warning lamp on. Yes, thank you. That was not helpful either. Let's see what the freeze frame does. Okay. So, you know, bunch of info there. Then you hit search, and nice. So, we already saw that, but still super cool. I am not gonna... Yeah, I don't need that. So that was read codes, right? Now, live data. What do we have under live data? Again, this is a 2010 Lincoln Navigator L 4-wheel drive. Like all those limos out there, except the leather is beige, not black. The interior is beige, so you know it was never a limousine, which is what I love. What I love about it. And the L 4-wheel drive, just so you know, comes fully loaded. You don't even have to look for any other options. Good stuff. Although somehow it still feels small. It's ridiculous. Anyway. So the mirror is going nuts outside. Steering wheel's moving around. My seat was going crazy. There's the mirror again. Now we got the side, the passenger side mirror. Up, down, left, right. Circuit failure. Why? Everything is working. Front motor? Okay. Oh, seats. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. So those are just the active tests in the driver's seat module. And this computer is full of information on every little thing. It's unbelievable. For every system, it's got tests on top of tests and live data, freeze frames, and all of that good stuff. Rear seat entertainment, of course, there's a problem there. What do you want? Lost communication with radio. Okay. Good stuff. Service manual. Escape. Erase. Yes. Yes. Done. Okay. What else we got here? Codes. No fault. We only have like 10 codes in the instrument cluster. What if I just... What's a quick erase? Wait a minute. Oh, good. No. Still a fault. Okay. So the quick erase is everything. So the instrument cluster stuff, I mean, we'll see when I drive the car, but... And powertrain control module, still a fault, huh? Well, at least I know. Same stuff. Okay, I wonder if this could be somehow related to the remote start. This key on with the key, but the car starting without the key. So it's... I mean, I don't know, but we'll see. We shall see. Oh, and that was just under diagnosis. Okay. Yeah.